And don't forget to upgrade your TV stand if you're upsizing your television as well.
Every 3 weeks, a child dies from a television tip-over. Our Montana McLaughlin joins us live in the studio where she says TV tip-overs are one of the risks that come with Super Bowl weekend. Montana.
Laurel, that's right. It might sound unusual, but according to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, one child goes to the hospital every hour because of a TV tip-over injury, and that figure increases over Super Bowl weekend. It happens from what most of us might not think of before the big game, when TV stands aren't secure or mounted properly.
And one of those, when they tip over, has the same momentum when it falls 3 feet as a 1-year-old child falling 10 stories.
In the last 13 years, over 250 kids under the age of 5 have died at the hands of a television.
Flat screen TVs that are just sitting on entertainment centers can easily tip over. Box style TVs that are placed on top of dressers or high furniture are at risk of tipping over.
And Super Bowl rowdiness doesn't help that statistic.
It's usually from the furniture being disturbed. Flat screen TVs, I'm sure a lot of people have seen when they're sitting on top of it, you bump it, they shake. So if they're not mounted on the wall, they can tip over very easily.
One local daycare is taking all the steps they can to prevent injuries like this.
I don't think we've ever had any serious injuries here at all.
That's because Honey Bear Daycare mounts their TV the way officials say you should.
When I first started here, we had a different setup and it was mounted on the wall as well, but now we have a bigger TV and it's just more kid-friendly in general. It's a little bit higher up on the wall so the kids can't even reach it if they wanted to.
Officials also say to set box-style TVs on low and stable furniture instead of dresses or shelves.
All right, I have to whisper right now because it is nap time, but in addition to mounting their TVs in an area where kids can't reach them, Honey Bears also has rounded corners on their tables and kid-sized plastic chairs in order to prevent any injury.
And Honey Bear wants safety to continue in the home.
But we know that all of our kids are safe and they're in a good environment, and we all hope that they're in that same kind of environment at home.
So in addition to making Super Bowl snacks, make sure your TV is Super Bowl safe.
We're asking families to take one extra step when they're prepping for Super Bowl Sunday, and that's just making sure that your TVs are safely secured.
Safe Kids campaign also told me childhood injury is the #1 killer among children, and the sad part about that is most of those injuries are preventable. Because if you think about it, most adults walk by these TV sets and don't even think twice. But think about it from a child's perspective, who are much lower to the ground. They pull out drawers and that makes the TV wobble and gives it potential for the TV to fall. So make sure this weekend you're being safe. Reporting live in the studio, Montana McLaughlin for NBC Montana.